The confirmed number of coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 1,230,362. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 23,736. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 7,203, with total confirmed deaths at 206. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, April 22nd. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Bella Shaw, and it's so great to be here as I'm thrilled to be joining the Torrance Citi CABLE team to bring you the latest COVID-19 updates and news that matters to you. So let's get right to it. The COVID-19 vaccine is becoming easier to get now, as it's been a full week since eligibility opened up to anyone 16 and older. Between the Los Angeles County-run megapods, City of Los Angeles sites, healthcare centers, and pharmacies throughout the region, when you go to the state's vaccination appointment scheduling website, myturn.ca.gov, you'll find a number of options available this week. All you'll need to do is answer a few screening questions, then type in your zip code to find the closest vaccine site near you. Officials say a large number of appointments for first and second dose shots, as well as several walk-up clinics that don't require an appointment, are available today and tomorrow. Well, now with the expanded vaccine eligibility, public health officials are urging anyone 16 and older to get vaccinated in order to reach the point of herd immunity. The county's public health director, Dr. Barbara Faire, says roughly 80% of LA County residents will have to get a COVID-19 vaccine before the region reaches this point. Now that means roughly 8 of the 10 million residents will need to get fully vaccinated. So far, more than 4 million people have received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. In California to date, a total of 26,823,157 vaccine doses have been administered statewide. Reaching herd immunity will mean more protection for everyone, especially those most vulnerable, as getting vaccinated will help to prevent the spread of the virus. Access to a COVID-19 test will become much easier this week, as another brand of self-test kits will hit store shelves soon. Abbott Laboratories' Binax Now COVID test kits will be available to purchase at CVS Pharmacy, Walgreens, and Walmart locations, as well as online without a prescription. The home test kit received emergency use authorization approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration last month and will cost $23.99. Another rapid test made by Australia-based Illume will be sold at CVS stores in the East Coast first, before becoming available at most CVS stores across the country by the end of May. Both of these tests are antigen screenings that are considered less sensitive than lab-based PCR tests, and some studies even suggest frequent antigen testing can accurately detect when a person is infectious and most likely to pass the COVID-19 virus to others. There are several other tests authorized by the FDA that allow for people to collect nasal and saliva samples at home to test for COVID, but they must be sent to a lab, which would delay results by several days. Medical experts say having these over-the-counter tests available eliminates the barrier for people who want to test themselves without visiting a doctor or scheduling a telehealth appointment. Binax Now is said to deliver results in about 15 minutes. And if you're headed to Los Angeles International Airport, travelers can now get a COVID-19 rapid test with results guaranteed in under an hour. Now, while it may offer fast results, it does come with a heavy price tag. The 1-hour PCR test developed by Visby costs $199, and they're available at the Tom Bradley International Terminal on the upper departure level. It's available daily from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also at Tom Bradley International and at Terminal 6, people can get the nasal swab antigen test between 9 a.m. and noon, which costs only $80. Results are said to be ready in 30 to 60 minutes. Now, if the quick turnaround isn't a top priority, the airport also offers a $125 PCR test with results ready in 3 to 5 hours. Travelers who have insurance that covers the cost of these fast turnaround COVID tests can ask for a receipt to submit to their healthcare providers for reimbursement. LAX officials say the PCR test offers fast and accurate COVID-19 test results, which will help passengers travel safely, and having that negative COVID-19 test result will open up more destinations to them. California is leading the way, now reporting the lowest coronavirus case rate within the continental U.S. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released new data that showed the state's most recent 7-day rate of new cases is now 40.3 per 100,000 people, compared to the nationwide rate of 135.3 per 100,000. Michigan currently has the highest case rate, with 483 per 100,000, followed by New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Florida. But we're not out of the woods yet. As of Wednesday, there were 2,411 newly recorded confirmed COVID-19 cases in California, with the state's 7-day positivity rate at 1.5%. Californians are being urged to continue wearing their masks, social distancing, washing hands, and signing up to get a COVID-19 vaccine. If losing a loved one due to COVID-19 wasn't hard enough, the public is being warned about the latest scam hitting these family members. The Federal Trade Commission shared an alert about criminals impersonating Federal Emergency Management Agency personnel to steal personal information. The FTC says since FEMA launched its COVID-19 funeral reimbursement program earlier this month, scammers have tried to take advantage of people who may be looking to recoup some of those expenses. But officials say not to be fooled. FEMA will never call you, text you, or email you asking for your Social Security number, bank account, or credit card information. They'll also never ask for an advance payment or payment of any fees. FEMA says if someone contacts you claiming to be a FEMA agent, hang up the phone without giving away any information and contact the agency directly. While the FEMA program does provide financial aid for COVID-19 related funeral expenses, applicants are required to call first to receive help. You can visit FEMA.gov to learn more about the program and how to apply. El Camino College named its 4 finalists in the nationwide search for a new president. The 4 candidates will participate in a live online public question and answer forum next week on April 28th and 29th. The public is invited to submit questions for the finalists, with a deadline to submit on Monday, April 26th. The 4 finalists include Dr. Santanu Bandyopadhyay, who is currently serving as the interim president at Modesto Junior College. Dr. David Doré has served as president at Pima Community College District in Arizona and currently serves as president of campuses and executive vice chancellor, overseeing 5 campuses and the district in Pima County and Arizona. These 2 candidates will hold their virtual Q&A sessions on Wednesday, April 28th at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. Then on Thursday, April 29th, Dr. Stephanie Bolger, who is the Vice Chancellor of Instructional Services at the San Diego Community College District, will get a chance to meet the community at 1 p.m., followed by Dr. Brenda Thames, who has more than 23 years of instruction, student services, and administration in California community colleges. Her virtual forum begins at 3 p.m. Now, if you can't make the live forums, not to worry. The Q&A sessions will be recorded and available to view following the live events. Local Assemblyman Al Muratsuchi partnered up with San Francisco lawmaker David Chu to introduce a new bill in response to hate crimes against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. AB 557 would require the state's Department of Justice to establish a toll-free hotline as well as an online reporting system where hate crimes and hate incidents can be reported. According to the nonprofit StopAAPIHate.org, nearly 3,800 incidents have been reported across the country since the COVID-19 pandemic began, and according to recent data from the Southern Poverty Law Center, there are more than 72 hate groups currently operating in California, which is the highest number in the country. By providing these avenues to report hate crimes, this will allow victims and witnesses to report an incident anonymously, without fear of retaliation. It will also allow the state to track hate crimes and assist victims. The bill was co-authored by the newly confirmed State Attorney General, Rob Bonta. In honor of Earth Day, Simon Properties is encouraging shoppers and retailers to help reduce the carbon footprint and bring items that were purchased online to return at the mall as part of its ongoing sustainability efforts. And in recognition of this day, officials say returning purchases in person rather than by courier or U.S. mail reduces carbon emissions by up to 40%. Studies show that online returns doubled in 2020 as more people shopped online than ever before, to the tune of $102 billion. Apparel returns were seen as high as 40% of items bought online. According to Simon, only 7% of retailers proactively promote and encourage shoppers to return online purchases in stores. Del Amo Fashion Center, along with Brea Mall, the shops at Mission Viejo, and the outlets at Orange, which are all Simon Properties, encourages shoppers and retailers to help reduce wasted packaging, save money on postage, and save time on waiting for returns to process in the mail. Del Amo's staged reopening during the pandemic has allowed for proper safety protocols to be put in place before reopening their doors. Everyone is required to wear masks at all times, except when eating or drinking. Social distancing markers have been placed throughout the mall. Hand sanitizer stations have been installed, and cleanliness and sanitation efforts have increased to ensure shoppers have a safe experience. The Torrance Public Library welcomed back visitors for the first time this week in over a year. While this week was a soft opening to ensure safety protocols were followed and staffing needs were met, beginning next week, the Torrance Library invites visitors to enjoy the services offered at the library once again, following the new modified schedule going forward. Due to capacity limits, people visiting the library will be limited to just 1 hour in the building. Computer appointments are also limited to one 30-minute session per day, and curbside service will no longer be available. And visiting the library will mean wearing a face mask at all times, and guests are asked to stay home if you have a fever or are not feeling well. Now, if you are not quite ready to return to the library, you can still take advantage of virtual programs available for adults, children, and teens, along with take and make craft kits that will also continue to be available for all ages. You can learn more about the modified hours and safety protocols in place by going to library.torranceca.gov. The Torrance Theatre Company is celebrating 21 years of putting on some of the best stage performances in town with a free virtual showcase this weekend. Familiar faces and voices from past Torrance Theatre Company productions will sing special renditions of songs seen on the stage over the years. TTC will also give you a sneak peek into what's in store for the company when live events return in person. There will also be a special performance by a former TTC member who has gone on to perform on Broadway and across the country on some of the biggest stages, including Book of Mormon, The Lion King, and Hamilton. You'll have to register and see for yourself as you're treated to some great music and wonderful memories. Go to torrancetheatrecompany.com/sing. Then on Sunday, grab your face masks and head to downtown Torrance as they bring back their monthly antique street fair. Join the hunt for vintage treasures as 150 socially distanced vendors turn the streets of Old Torrance into a unique shopping experience. You'll find antique appraisers, restaurants offering outdoor and indoor dining, a live DJ, and much, much more. And for a limited time, you can pick up an insulated City of Torrance reusable shopping bag made of recycled water bottles. The fair takes place from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. on Sartori Avenue between Post and Marcelina Avenues. For more information, go to torranceantiquefair.com. Well, as we wrap up this week, be sure to tune into Weekends in Torrance beginning Friday right here on Citi Cable. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. We're headed to the Torrance Farmers Market to see what fresh produce is in season and how vendors and staff are following COVID-19 safety protocols to make this a fun and safe shopping experience. Then, if you've missed visiting the spa, we want you to not miss out on this exclusive look inside one popular destination in Torrance. After being closed for nearly a year, Burke Williams welcomes back guests, and Leslie Robbins visits to see how personal care establishments like this one is making your first and every visit back a safe one. And the Torrance Fire Department launches a new program to ensure homebound seniors in the community are able to receive a COVID-19 vaccine. Christine Lee gets an inside look at the partnerships between the city and local hospitals to ensure the community receives equitable vaccine distribution. These stories and much more kick off tomorrow at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Frontier Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Well, at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories, pictures and images and videos that remind us how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. In honor of Earth Day today, one of the many ways people show their love for Mother Earth was by not only picking up trash around town, but also planting new life. The old Torrance Neighborhood Association, which also celebrates its 40th year since they were founded, dedicated a cork oak tree this afternoon in honor of this special day. This is the city's official tree, and it was planted at El Prado Park, which is also the city's first park, established nearly 100 years ago, located at the heart of the original city footprint. The neighborhood organization purchased the tree through the Living Dedication Tree Program, a project through the city's Community Services Department. Anyone in the community can purchase a choice of 2 tree gifts, a 15-gallon tree or a 24-inch box tree, and have it planted at your favorite park site. Residents can even choose the type of tree you want planted with the approval of city staff. The cork oak tree that now sits at El Prado Park, adjacent to downtown Torrance, was the old Torrance Neighborhood Association's gift to the community for residents to enjoy for years to come. What a great way to show how Torrance cares for one another, one park and one tree at a time. Well, before we go, I wanted to take a brief moment to formally introduce myself. As a veteran broadcast journalist, I've worked many years in local and network television, reporting from the NBC affiliate in Oklahoma City, to anchoring the news desk on CNN in Atlanta, to ultimately moving here to Los Angeles to host CNN's live daily entertainment news journal, Showbiz Today. I also spent several years hosting Time Warner Cable's local edition, and I've also had some really fun and great opportunities to play the role of a newscaster on television shows like Veep, Brothers and Sisters, and movies like Without Remorse. I've covered some amazing stories through the years, but my favorite ones are the ones about people and places and communities like this one. I'm looking forward to sharing your stories and bringing you the latest updates on the city's continued COVID-19 response and recovery efforts as we work through this pandemic together. Please reach out if you have any questions, a great story to share, or you just want to say hi. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for today. We'll see you right back here on Monday as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.